Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. You're watching Old Guy Firewood, and today we're going to talk about getting the most out of your splitter, getting the most productivity you can out of your splitter by using the right wedge for the right size wood. And in my last video I showed you how we can use the box wedge for the big wood and how efficient that was. And I mentioned that I was going to take the box wedge out, put the 8-way wedge in, and then I'd put aside about 3 cords of what I would call more like firewood poles. You know, the 8, 10, 12, 14-inch logs. And I'm going to show you how when we use the 8-way with that wood, it is by far the most efficient way to go. So stick with me, and please stick with me, and you know, I hope I don't bore you with some of this philosophy I have about wood splitting. But it really makes sense, and it will really increase your productivity. So come along with me for the ride. I appreciate it. Got a bunch of these logs, this size I'm talking about, that I've bucked up. Got several in the bucket there, and got some more over here on the ground, and I've got some on the log lift. And as you can see, we've got the 8-way wedge installed. And in the intro to this video, you saw me pulling the box wedge out and putting the 8-way wedge in. And when talking about efficiency, let's talk a little bit about extremes. Now, when I say I'm going to talk about extremes, what I'm saying basically is, you've got a firewood processor on one end of the spectrum, and I think everybody would agree you can produce more wood with that than you can with a single wedge, single knife splitter on the other end of the spectrum. But in between the processor and the single wedge, multiple wedge, horizontal splitters, vertical splitters, you all get to a common point. And that common point is when the round is split and it's dropped in front of the wedge and it's ready to push through, what's more efficient. And of course, with the processor, the most efficient, because you've got that round in there, and with one push it goes through, and regardless of the size, if you've got a 16-way wedge or whatever, it's going to push through one time, and that round's going to be done, and your firewood's going to be produced, and that's the fastest way you can do it. On the other end of the spectrum, with a single knife, you take that same round and you push it through, you split it in half, you have to bring it back, you have to split those pieces again, maybe into 3 each or 4 each, and you may even have to take some of those and bring them back and split them again. So you lose a lot of time and a lot of productivity on that final split stage. In between, you got a 4-way wedge or a 6-way wedge. Depending on the size of wood you're working with, you may be able to push it through with one push. If you've got an 8-inch round and you've got a 4-way wedge, you can probably push it through one time and have your final product. If you have a 20-inch round and you've got that 4-way wedge, no, you're not going to be able to. You're going to have to bring it back, push it through again, push it through again. And I've shown with the large wood, the box wedge on this 22-28 splitter is the way to go, because you don't have to manhandle that wood. You don't push it through in one pass, but it's pretty effortless to push it through, bring it back, push it through, bring it back, push it through until it's in its final stage. So what I want to show you today is, if you have the right size wood so that you can push it through with one push and get your final product, that's the most efficient way you can make your splitter work. Whether it's a single way, a 4-way, 6-way, 8-way, or a processor with a 16-way wedge. So all these rounds are in the 8 to 14-inch range, and with this 8-way wedge, I can push them through with one push. If I was splitting the same rounds on the box wedge, I'd have to bring them back, push them through again, bring it back, push them through again, maybe 3 passes through to get the entire log through the box wedge. With the 8-way wedge, I can take that same round, push it through once, I've got my final product, and I go on to the next round. So for this size wood, the 8-way wedge gives me that ability to do one push through, and that's the key. If you can take your round and push it through one time and have your final product, that's the most efficient way you can use your splitter. And I'm going to show you with this size wood And I've been sorting my logs in this size with this size wood and the 8-way wedge. Pretty darn efficient. Watch this. I think you'll really like it. Now I've got an empty IBC tote set up at the other end of the conveyor, and I'm going to start splitting these rounds and working alone, and not at a crazy frantic pace. I'm going to see just how long it takes to fill that basket up, and I may have to stop, move the camera for a couple shots or whatever, but at the end of the video I'll look at the actual footage and let you know exactly how long it took. But I guarantee one push through is going to be a lot faster than trying to use the box wedge on this size round. So let me get the Eastonmade 2228 started up, and we'll get to splitting. Well, I had all good intentions of stopping the video and moving the camera, showing some of the wood going up the conveyor into the basket, but had a good rhythm going there, and I wanted to make sure you understood this was real time. Let me show you what we just split. Let's say I got a few pieces left there, a couple on the ground there, several on the ground here that I can pick up and throw in this tote. 7 minutes, 9 seconds from first stroke to last. Well, I think that pretty well proves my point. If you can match your wood size, your round size, to the wedge configuration that will allow you to push it through one time, you're going to be in mass production mode, in the most efficient production mode that you can be in. And it's amazing to me. It would have taken me another probably 30% longer to split them with the box wedge, because I would be making so many more additional strokes. So keep that in mind when you're splitting. Try to match your wedge configuration to the size wood that you're splitting. And you know, you gain the efficiency on the splitting end, at least, of a wood processor. So keep that in mind, and let me know what you think down below. What are your thoughts? You wouldn't want to be switching wedges back and forth all the time, but like I've done, where I've gotten this size wood put aside, I can buck it up, I can leave the 8-way wedge in there for quite a while and split all that wood. Then when I get into the big stuff again, pull it out and put the box wedge back in. But hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it makes sense to you. Sometimes I wonder, as I explain things, if it's clear or not. But tell me what you think about it. Please subscribe. Make sure you're subscribed if you think you are. And if you're not, please subscribe. It means so much to the channel. And the number of people that watch my videos versus the number that are subscribed or that push a like is about, you know, maybe 25 or 30%. So if you go ahead and do that, make sure you're subscribed, push the like button, leave a comment down below, share it with your friends, and that'll help me, and I sure hope you enjoy it. And push that little bell icon so you'll know when I publish another video. But until the next one, as I always say, keep moving, and keep moving. Appreciate you all watching, and see you on the next one. Thanks so much.